Hey, Influence here, and today I got the Studio Series concept art of Megatron, number 109. This is from the Bumblebee movie, and as a figure, it's a great figure, great looking figure. If you like the design of it, as a Transformer, all right, let's get into it.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
You hear stuff in the background. It is 4th of July, so happy 4th, I guess. But my neighbors sound like they're having a war in their yard. So if you hear something, it's just that. And this figure is, you can see, it's a great looking figure. It caught me off guard because it's no die cast, and I guess I'm coming from third party so much that I kind of get taken aback when I get a mainline figure. What do I expect? So it feels a lot more plasticky and I don't know how to describe it. Like, while you're looking at the figure, you're like, ooh, this is going to be a heavy figure. Or even if you don't think it's going to have die cast in it, but then you pick it up and it's like really light, but it's not like flimsy. So I don't know, you know, my tainted brain from third party, I wasn't expecting die cast. I don't know how I could, but hey. And also I've noticed, like, the commanders or leader class, this is leader class, not commander class, but it's expensive, like, in the size of it. I'm not sure this is the size of leader class, but then when you start messing with it, you can, and you see the paint and all of that, and you can see why it's probably costs more with the part count. The transformation is a triple changer, so it turns into a tank and a plane, and it's not a great transformation. I mean, it's not great modes, I guess. Transformation ain't hard, but it's just like balled up shit. All right, so let's get into this. Get up close on his head sculpt. Head sculpt is nice. I like it. I like the red paint for the eyes. Like, it's really done well, and it's great. Let me move this so the shadow ain't too much. I just think it's a good, for this type of design, it's a very good face sculpt. Again, it's a concept. I don't think we saw him in the Bumblebee movie, but this would have been pretty dope. And I think, like, everything on here, he has a symbol there. It's kind of muted, just to get back and show some of the designs. Paint here is great. This glossy burgundy type paint is in here as well. The silver paint, I think this is all paint. This probably should have been painted. I don't know why they skimp on stuff like that. Maybe because of the moving parts, they didn't want it to get scraped off or messed up. Like this too, should have maybe had a better coat of paint, but it does match some of the parts. But like, the silver is just a great touch. Then you had the legs down here, got accents. Yeah, it's just a great sculpt. You see his back is pretty clean. We can get to accessories. There's not many. It's just this right here, which is the cannon. It also doubles. You can move this around like this, put that back there, fold this up, and you know what, I did it wrong. You gotta figure it out. Folded, let me see. Yeah, like this. I think I had it right the first time. Then you fold this up and it stays in there, and then you can bring in Megatron and you can actually put it on his back. So I found that you can do it like this and kind of mimic the look of Megatron with the back cannon sticking up, the gun barrel I should say. So yeah, you can do that and have the barrel sticking up in the back. You can also spin it around and have it down in order to hide it, so he can just hold it in the back like that. But then he doesn't have no arm cannon, so that's really not viable for me because I like cannons. I like the arm cannon. Get the directions here, which they were fine. You see the box art 109. You got the art on the side, got the product shots in the back. I know you can't really see the top, but it doesn't matter because I'm about to and you get, I guess, the live shot. I don't know if we ever saw him. And just like every other studio series, you get this thing, this diorama, and he can certainly stand on there, and you see him on the diorama. Just bringing some figures to compare. You got Blaster here and a Junkion Studio Series, so you can see I don't have any Decepticons on hand, so that's the reason I'm using 2 Autobots. But I hope you can tell he's bigger than both. Articulation, which is surprisingly great. And so you get the arm all the way around. You get the arm up this high, which 90 degrees. You know, there are some shortcomings, but I think maybe this is enough for people. You got a butterfly joint in here. And it's a true butterfly. I don't think it's, well, no, it is used during transformation, but yeah, it's still a butterfly joint. You get, it looks like a double jointed elbow, but you only get this much. However, it's not bad. It's not a bad range. Got the bicep swivel here. Of course, the paint is great. I already said that. You have individually articulated fingers, which is surprising. And I don't understand why they don't do this for every figure, but the thumb is fixed. You could just put the thumb on a ball joint, maybe. I would have been okay, but I mean, I'm alright with this. It's cool though that the fingers are individual, and you can move the hand in and out and all the way around. And you also get the elbow swivel too. He's missing the ab crunch. I didn't expect it, but since he has a lot of other articulation, he does get the waist all the way around. You got these skirts on the side, and you got these skirts that can kind of move out the way. So when you move these out the way, you can get front and back, and he does the hurdle quite fine. And also side to side, they're on friction, but it seems to be holding. This is a light figure. I don't see any issues with those friction joints. He got swivel here for the thigh. He has double jointed knees that get you up full. He has this pad up here that can move around if you need it, or you can keep it so it stays the same. They really going to town out there. So you got this foot, goes up about that much, goes down about that much. That's about normal. And you get a rocker about that much. Doesn't move back and forth, but it's cool. So you got those articulation points. Head, did I do the head? I don't think I did the head. So the head goes down about that much, goes up about that much, like showing it from the side so you can really see, which is pretty good. Of course, it's 360 and it's on a ball joint, so you can get side to side somewhat. Typical fashion, open these up, put the fist, make sure the fist is balled up in some sort of way like that, and then put the fist in there. Room, man, these fingers is, there we go. Fingers are giving me issues. Same thing over here. There we go. That one was easy. Move these up. Move these waist things to the back. Spin them around like that. Come down here. You can lift these up and pull them out. Lift this up. Pull them out. Then back here you have this. You want to like kind of pull it up, because then you get it separated from here, and you move this up here. so it's down there like that. First though, you want to move the legs, the foot up like this, then you can move this in. Then this goes down here, this peg right here pegs in back here. Kind of get that pegged in, and everything is good situated through the other one like that. Move this out here, move this foot up, move it down, peg it all together. It's easier if it's like one foul swoop. You want to lift these up like this, so you can pull this leg out, pull this leg out here. Just leave them like that. There you go. Move this, you can move these back. Now let's get to the head. This arm is connected right there, and you want to move this back here. You see these pegs, they peg in there to keep the arms together. So you move this out, you can move this, all this back like this. Spin the head around if you would like. Move this, spin all this around here, get that head in there like that. Then you can move these out, move these out. Then since you have this like this, move this in here. You want to push these down first, these little fins, and then move this out like that. Do the same thing over here. Push this down and pull that out. And then when you move this in like this, there's pegs on both sides right here that peg into right there and right there. So just move that together, and that's how you know that you got it where you need it to be. Like that. Now this right here, this tread, you can pull it out all the way so it matches this one more. Then you just move this down and back. I don't like this because there's a little tab. You see that little tab sticking out right there? That goes under this and kind of connects that there. So you gotta kind of move it around it in order to get it where it should be. I think it's there. You can move these arms up, move them up. You're getting pretty close to the final. This, you want to move this like that because you want the holes in, and you want the holes to be able to move like this. So with that said, again, over here, move this like this so the arm can move like that. Now back here is an angled peg that angles into there, so you gotta move this angled until it looks flush when they go together, and that's how it'll be out there. And getting close. Now you want to take this, move this out like that, move this up and in, so the two pegs are identical on each side. And that's when you put this in here like this. Then you put the other side in. It's kind of easier to get these arms where you want them after you peg this all this in, because it's kind of a pain. Stuff will go wherever. And then after you do that, then you can kind of get this situated again where you need it. Kind of get it right, and there you go with the tank. And it looks like a mess. It is a mess. And you got the turret here. You can go back and forth. It leans back a little. I'm not sure if there's a maybe because these go in sometimes, or a lot of times. There you go. It's a little bit better. It's not real treads or real wheels. There's like little nubs on the bottom to act like wheels. But yeah, that's it. It looks like a mess. I don't like this because it just looks like a crumbled up bayformer. So let's go now to the plane mode. Just take this out of here. Take this out of here. I take this off. You can transform it with it still on, but I don't like doing it. I take it off. So pull this up here. Leave that up like that. Oh, pull this up like I said. Get that like that. Keep it situated. Move it around so you can see. Move this out. Move this back like it went before. Get these, put these in the back again, so you can put these up here, put these up here. Now you want to pull this out of here and then pull this out of here, which is the nose cone. Then you can spin the head around. I'm not sure why, but it says maybe it's the fit. I don't know. You can push these in here like this, like that. Just keep that together. We are like this. So pull these arms out, flip this down here, flip this back and move this down. And move that in like that. I'll worry about this later, but let's get this out. So you want to move this down like this. Flip this out. I was going the wrong way. Flip this out from underneath. And then move this down here and it should peg in down there. It's the thruster. There we go. Again, same thing here. Move this out, flip this out. Move this down just so you can get it out the way, and then move this into a peg hole right there as a thruster. Now move these up. Then you want to move these up here, but at the same time you're going to move this like this, and then you can kind of move this down. This will go in there, these will go right there. Just like that. Side, move that up. Make sure these are up because they have pegs that's going to go in there when it's in the right spot. Move this. Move that. And that's how you can find where the right spot is. Like, push these in. There we go, right there. And then this goes right there, in there, and it'll move, it'll come out, and all that good stuff. You got the wings. What am I doing? Make sure the arms are on the bottom. It's quite easy to get them down there. I don't know what I was doing just now. I didn't have them right, but now they're right. So here, of course, you try to manipulate this to get these in here, and you got to figure out which way these go. And remember that these things, there's a tab here that goes on the back of the leg, and that's where it should be. So that should give you an idea where it's supposed to be. And then you bring this in, and I think you got to put this back up like that. And let me see. I think it only goes on one. It was, I don't know, it's not, maybe I don't have it right. Basically, this is it, and you can see it's trash. It's wild. I mean, this is a wild ass plane. So this mode isn't any better. Robot mode is definitely where it shines the best. And I'll go back to robot mode now. Super easy. When you're going back to robot mode, make sure the black is in the front. I always get turned around every time I do this. So like that, and then you move this so it's everything's in the front. Again, mess that up, move that down, flip that so it's in the front. You can move this back to the front, take this out of here, move this out, flip this down, flip this in, this out, flip this around. Make sure when you're flipping it around, you put these back down, because then they go on the sides here. Then it makes room for the two pegs right here that these go into. And you just accordion this up like that, flip that down, flip this up. Then there's a peg that goes into there, and there's pegs on both sides. Make sure both sides of it right there. And on the other side, make sure to push this in so all the pegs go in. This one isn't. There you go. And just bring the hands out. And here you are. And like I said, this as a figure, especially if you're into these designs, is great looking. But as a transformer, it's not that good, because the modes suck. And I mean, transformation is just like whatever. It looks harder than it is. Like when you're looking at this bot, I'm like, this is gonna be a nightmare, but it's not. And that's a good thing and bad thing, because it's not doing a lot to get to the other modes. It's just like crumbling itself up. All right, so thanks for watching, and I will get up with you in the next one.
You know, life ain't over. Life life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you wanna know.